I love this corridor kick, and he's bold enough to take it. What about that kick, McCluggage? Perfect to Leicester, and that just sliced open the Swan zone. Chee's got it now, Chief.
Another kick, straight to Lohmann, so he'll have a shot from 20 out directly in front. I was critical of the kick from Leicester because he had Daniher in the goal square all on his own. All he had to do was kick it 50 metres long, and Daniher has a set shot from 15 out directly in front, but he just chipped it over to Chee. But Chee realised there were players out the back. Lohmann was one of those, and this should be Brisbane's first goal.
Brilliant passage of play for the Lions. As Chief said, they had two misses early. Charlie Cameron and Joe Daniher. Kai Lohmann siding young gun forward directly in front. And Kai Lohmann's got it. The Lions celebrate.
First quarter, Fort just grabs out of the ruck, doing nicely. Sends a deep ball forward. Daniher cleverly tapped. Cross to Chee, now to Eric. Goes back by hand, misses Lohmann, does well to pick it up. Lohmann for 2 in a minute. Kai Lohmann! Look at him go straight into Cunningham! Oh, Kai's got 2. The blonde hair's flying. And his dreams are living out on grand final day. And now he's pushing and shoving McCartan with his tongue out. He's a punk and he gets in their face, and he's got 2 on the biggest day.
Oh, we love this.
Got Joe Daniher on a long lead. Charlie streams forward. It's a funny little poking cracker style kick by Daniher. Don't know what that was. Blakey got one head high. Thought he'd get the free kick. Umpire says no. McCluggage from 45. Hill beauty. The Lions have got their third. 3-3-21 as Blakey gets slowly to his feet. Sydney 2-1-13. And short ball, Rayner does well. Tries to run off Rampy. Now gives it back to Berry. Hits 55. Sees something in the pocket. So Charlie Cameron's had opportunities. He's dropped the chest mark. He missed a set shot this time. I think Luke Hodge versus the West Coast Eagles. He'll have to snap it round.
Just got told by Rayner that there's only 30 seconds left in the game.
Now 16 seconds on the clock. Cameron, he'd dearly love this to really give himself and his side a lift. Charlie Cameron. Oh, it does a little bow to the crowd. Thank you very much. No motorbike on grand final day. It was more a namaste style situation.
Sydney had the ball multiple times, could have moved forward, but the Brisbane wall was set up.
Lockie Neal gets a 1-2 going. He's starting to win dangerous amount of the footy, two-man.
13 touches.
Takes 4 bounces, calling for a lead to come his way. Zach Bailey edged his man Rampy underneath it. That's a big win. Now they're out here. Bailey takes a bounce. Can hand it off to Lohmann. Kick 2 first quarter goals. Goal number 3. Kai Lohmann never gonna miss. What about that from the young, long lock flowing superstar for the Brisbane Lions? He's got 3 early goals. Lions are out to a 13-point lead. McCluggage picks it up. This is all happening at half forward. Charlie Cameron's got it. Centering kick. Daniher takes the chest mark. Surrounded by Swans defenders. And Joe has had 3 opportunities that he's missed. Gets a massive moment in the context of this game. 40-metre shot. No real angle to worry about. Bravo.
Yeah, Will Hayward, I know that he's got a right knee heavily strapped, but they've been working on a tight hamstring right side as well. He'll come back on, but we'll have to have a look at that.
Robbo for Bob Jane Team Arts. We'll come back to you shortly, Robbo, on that update. Joe Daniher, a lot of discussion that this may be his final game at the Siren. Capable of anything. Joe Daniher, city end of the MCG, gets it online. Beautiful left to right draw, kicks his first, Joe. That's huge.
Brisbane have kicked 6 of the last 8 goals. They're out to a 17-point game high. Joe Daniher in the ruck. It's all going Brisbane's way. Spiralling ball forward. Chee can kick a goal. Chee to make it 2 in a minute from 48, no angle. And this would really hurt the Swans.
He's an exceptional mark for his size. He's a great overhead mark, good pair of hands. He's done that well, Daniher, a number of times today. He's taken it out of the ruck. Just throw it on the boot, take the territory. And Chee playing in front of Blakey took a good mark. Now this would be a really, really big kick to give them probably the gap they deserve in the game.
23-13 for the season. Drifts out to the right. Chee hits a long ball, a driving ball, an accurate ball. Chee with a fist in the air. And all of a sudden there's a gap in this game. Brisbane 7-7, 49, 2 in a minute. Can't break the Roberts tackle, does the second time. Ashcroft wobbles the ball forward to the square. Blakey does well, stands up in the contest. Cunningham, Blakey, hurry ball out of defence. He kicked it straight to Berry, who marks 40 out.
That's a panic kick. That's
He's panicked a few times today, Blakey.
Bob Jane, Mickey R.
Yeah, Rayner down. You can still see him half forward. Have a look at that. Copped a clip in that contest. Isaac Heaney's the one. He's on the bench, stalking, desperate to get back on the ground.
Ream Hot Water built tough Aussie conditions when it comes to water heating. Ask your plumber to install the Ream. Just having a look at Rayner, he just ran into Grundy. Didn't see him. Grundy made no shape to bump. He just ran into him, Rayner.
Hopefully it's just taken the wind out of him. He'll come off and gather himself.
Berry's had a big final series from the Horsham Saints to make it 3 in a row for Brisbane. 45 out. Berry absolutely flushes it. Couldn't have kicked it any better. Oh, Brisbane is skipping away now. 3 in a row, 4-1 to the term.
That's their game, Chief. The Swans, they've got to get the pressure up at the moment. This grand final is slipping away. Lockie Neal, brilliant. To Dunkley, here come the Lions again. Daniher launched, awkward landing for him. Charlie picked it up. Jasper Fletcher flicks it over to Lohmann. Already got 3, comes back to Hipwood. Eric put a little move on, fell over, and then he has an ambitious shot. Oh no! That is just something you can't believe happened. Eric kicks the goal of his life. 4 unanswered goals, Brisbane. And they are in all sorts, Sydney. 9-7-61 to 4-2-26. Wow.
I see it, Nate, but I'm not sure I actually believe what I just saw.
When things are going for you, when Eric's turning onto his right foot,
he slipped over,
manufacturing an in-out kick on the left, and he puts it through from the boundary line. It's your day.
He slipped over when he got the ball. He got up, recovered. He got forced back to the boundary, and a little instep left foot drop punt from the right pocket, from hard up on the boundary, somehow threads the needle. Oh, wow.
Has to go now, the Swans. They're going to be out of this at half-time if they give up 1 or 2 more. Here they go again. Lockie Neal bursts out of the middle, slides it forward. Morris will play on if he gets the opportunity. He's too far out, Morris. He's 55 from home. Gee, nearly infringed on the mark. A couple of Swans.
Yep.
Morris pulls the kick into the pocket. Chee just pushes up his man Rampy, and Chee will line up to put a massive hole in the Sydney Swans.
This is a huge surge, Brownie. The Lions, they're dominating clearance, they're dominating territory, and now they're starting to hit the scoreboard. Wow, this is big. And you expect him to finish from here. 15 out, 20-metre kick on a 45-degree angle.
Currently a 35-point margin. Chee just got rid of Rampy like he was an Oz kicker. The number 4, Chee for a second. Slams it home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row for Brisbane. They are galloping away with the 2024 Grand Final. Comes back to Lockie Neal. They got options inside 50. Lockie pushed wide, hooks it back to a dangerous area. Daniher. Oh, Logan Morris stands up. They're all in on the party now, the Brisbane forwards. Logan's had one opportunity and missed it. This from only 30 out. The key forward would hope to bang this home.
Gee, they look dangerous every time they go inside 50. They've just got players attacking the contest. Daniher was almost shepherded out by Lloyd. Could have been a free kick, but no need. Morris took the mark. Now, it's basically the same angle that he had his last kick, but a lot closer in. He just needs to kick with a bit more conviction.
Marks inside 52.
14-2, Brisbane's way. The AFL average is 12 for an entire game.
Morris from 25 out to continue the onslaught. Steers it home. 2 arms wide, and why wouldn't he? Because Brisbane have kicked 6 on the bounce in the 2024 Grand Final. The score, 11-7-73. Sydney 4-3-27. It's a 46-point margin on the shadows of half-time in a Grand Final that everybody predicted would be an under 10-point job.
His kick finds Rayner. Dunkley, Hipwood. Oh, that was an agricultural kick, but everything that could go right is going right. Joe lumbers into half forward and then kicks a helicopter straight to Chee. That went sideways, Chief.
Yeah, but you know what? The intent was right. He made a good decision. He was looking at the options. He had Charlie Cameron calling for it on a lead, but Chee had drifted forward all on his own. It was a simple kick, albeit he made a helicopter of it. Strange play from McInerney at the other end, but this is the big kick. They've had chances, got to pick up momentum where they left off in the second term, Brisbane. Can't afford another miss.
He doesn't miss this bloke.
Oh, sure.
No, he doesn't.
He's no chance now.
He does not miss, Chief.
Directly in front, punt road and Chee. Howie has backed him in and he has delivered his 3rd goal. Chee And if it wasn't perilous, it is almost getting all she wrote. 12.981 to 4.428. Early stages, third term. This is turning into a smashing in the grand final of Brisbane Lions way. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard. Swans did get the last goal. Will Ashcroft on the burst. Snaps it round the corner. That is brilliant. As exciting a young player as there is in the game. Missed the full 12 months with an ACL. And Will Ashcroft puts his stamp on grand final day. It is all Brisbane. 13-10-88. 5-4-34. Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
What a final series he's having, Will Ashcroft. He is a young superstar. There's another one coming apparently who's as good, if not better. But how can you expect to kick a goal from a forward stoppage with Hipwood in the ruck? Everything is going Brisbane's way. He just competed hard, made the ball come to ground, and Ashcroft worked his magic. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Haywood against Hipwood in the ruck, and he just got ahead of his man.
Which was Errol.
It was too, you're right.
Joe Daniher. They are just taking their time. He rolls onto his left foot, bombs a long one. Rayner from behind. Got it, Cam Rayner. He just knew he was going to launch. He took it cleanly.
Good
What a
ball,
day.
Duke. You saw him coming early, didn't you? The ride over the back, over a couple of players, over Blakey, over McCartan. He's going left foot round the corner.
Couldn't be having a better day if you're a Lions fan. And Cam Rayner deserves a goal. Left foot snaps there. It's party time for the Lions fans. They are out to a 60-point lead in the grand final.
Now Bailey confronted by Blakey, just runs off him, breaks the tackle, goes inside 50. Hits a target in Dunkley. He's got options galore. Back to Morris. But the breaking of the tackle in the middle of the ground won't look good for Nick Blakey.
He's had a poor day, Nick Blakey. He had a poor grand final 2 years ago. So it's 2 grand finals now. Isaac Heaney's the other one. 3 grand finals now, and he's been poor in all of them.
Nathan Brown, Jason Dunstall, Triple M Seabus Supers. Seabus Soup making hard work pass since 1984. And Morris to kick a second. They have kicked 9 of the last 10 goals in this game. Morris could well make it 10 of the 11. From directly in front for another Brisbane goal. Morris casually pumps his chest. The Lions know they're going to win the premiership. They're going to have a fantastic quarter and 2 minutes to celebrate it. And they're not done. The 100 is up with 2:15 to go in the third. 15-11, 101. Sydney 5-4-34. Starcevic spirals out and defends Hipwood. He's kicked the goal of the day. Rayner's taken mark of the day. Goulden turns over to Rayner. They could get him. Oh, look at this. Chee, he could win the grand final sprint. He's that far in front. Chee strolls in the ground, takes a bounce. Chee's kicked another one. Arms wide. Chee's got 4 on grand final day. Oh, Brisbane are absolutely belting the Swans. They last lifted the cup back in 2003. And it is celebration time for Brisbane. 16-11, 107. Sydney 5-4-34. And just don't count out your man Chee for Norman Smith, Nate.
Credit where it's due. I'm a touch hard on Joe Daniher at times because he does some weird things. But it was a great chase. A run-down tackle from behind on Goulden that forced the turnover kick. It went straight to Bailey. I think it was Bailey, who looked up.
Yep.
And he had Chee running into an attacking 50 all on his own. All he had to do was put it in front of him and shut the gate.
You asked me who I was looking forward to at the start of the game.
Yep.
I said the matchup between Chee and the Lizard Blakey, and it's been all one-way traffic. The Lizard hasn't had a great day, and Chee's been supreme.
The ground, Zorko goes off the ground and still hits a target. Out to Fletcher. They're doing everything right. It's party time. Fletcher sends a deep ball forward. Here's Lohmann. Oh yes, Kai. You beauty, the blonde bombshell. Sort of like back to Warwick Kappa days. He's handing out high fives. And Kyle line up for number 4 on the biggest stage. And this will be one of the great celebrations if he nails it.
Young Fletcher got some good depth on that kick. He kicked that from centre wing and it would have covered 60 metres. This man Lohmann, who almost falconed him on the chin, landed in his hands, and this is for 4 in a grand final.
Let's see what he does. The number 1, the streaky blonde hair, Kai Lohmann from directly in front, leans back on it, Fist in the air. Oh, he's pulled something out of his sock, held up a card of some variety. He's celebrating his Kai because he's got 4 on the big stage. Brisbane 17-12, 114, 7-5, 47 to the Swans. Just got a feeling Will Ashcroft's goal might really help him in the Norm Smith, mate. We'll find out shortly. Neil over the top. McCluggage. Rayner's lining up. Rayner tries to break and tackle. Comes to Ashcroft. He's already got one. Hand passes along.
Joe.
Here's Joe. Kick the goal, Joe. Joe Daniher kicks the goal as only he can. He knows he's going to be a premiership player, Joe. Fagan's arms are in the air. Brisbane going to be your premiers. And Joe nails it as only Joe can. They've doubled the Swans, 18-12, 120, 9-6-60. It could be his last goal in the AFL. It might not be, who would know. His father is in the crowd on the Triple M Harvey Norman replay, proud as punch.
Anthony.
While that's going on, James Rowbottom with a severe limp coming from the ground. He's in all sorts of trouble, but it's just been one-way traffic. It's been an incredible display from Brisbane. He could have kicked 5 today, Joe. In fact, he could have had a Norm Smith medal, Joe Daniher, had he finished, because he's done a lot of good things, but he's missed some really good opportunities to kick goals.
What a great shot that is. Uncle Neil's here at the grand final. He's just watched his nephew and Anthony. They're just the most wonderful family, the Daniher family. Joe's had some up and down times, and he's a premiership player. One of the great stories of the 2024 grand final here at the MCG. It's the Brisbane Lions who have smashed Sydney in this grand final. 60-point margin. Chris Fagan, the oldest premiership coach in history. And what a wonderful celebration for the Lions. A truly national grand final has been won by the Queensland team in fine style in front of 100,000 at the MCG.